Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Sikiksyd. I'm a psychic, shaman, medium, seer. I connect to deceased loved ones, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels of the light. If you're interested in my services, there's a link down below in the description box. Thank you so much for all of your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, DMs, messages, reviews, all of the referrals. I appreciate you so much. So much, so much, so much. Today I'm actually modeling with Pompeii. I've been modeling with Pompeii since May of 2019. And it's been an absolute pleasure. You guys always make me feel so appreciated. So thank you. Thank you for sending the gift cards as well. All of the beautiful jewelry, the necklaces and the bracelets, and thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, go check out Pompeii. My discount code is linked down below. We're burning some sage, some Palo Santo, some incense. All right, let's get into it, Scorpio. All right. So this is for Scorpio. Check your Pluto. Where do you have Scorpio in your astrological chart? And let's get right into it. This is for Scorpio. All right. You do not have to be a Scorpio to resonate with the reading. If you feel intuitively guided to watch this reading, it is for you. Okay? Okay. Scorpios. What is the future situation Scorpio will be dealing with? What's the future situation that Scorpio will be dealing with? What's the future situation that Scorpio will be dealing with? Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. What's the future situation Scorpio will be? Oh my gosh. You could be dealing with an Aries. I was just about to say this. Okay, Scorpio. So listen. Listen, Scorpio. This is very strong. Okay. So the difference between Aries and Scorpio, they're both from Mars, but Scorpio comes from Pluto. What is the difference? So Aries is the birth. It's animalistic. It is very instinct. It's external. Everything is externalized. They don't think. Aries don't think. Okay, so the positive side of Aries is like making decisions, being blunt, being very straightforward, what they want, how they want it, whatever. Dark side of Aries, doesn't matter the gender, is they can be very egotistical. It's all about me, what I want. It has nothing to do with how it makes another person feel. It's also the sign of the womanizer. Aries can also be sadists. They can look for people to abuse because they want to overpower. They can easily get into situations where they like to be depended on because there's a lack of fulfillment within oneself. Aries, if an Aries doesn't like you, it's just, oh, I don't like you. It's very blunt. It's very, I just don't like you. Fuck you. Okay? Scorpio, the reason that Scorpio always beats Aries, Scorpio is death. Don't get it fucked up now. Scorpio is psychological and physical death. Scorpio will take you out. Okay? And if Scorpio does not take you out, the experience of a Scorpio or of a scorpionic experience, if it doesn't take you out, by the end of it, you'll wish that it did take you out. Scorpios plan. They're very strategic. While Aries is more like animalistic, not thinking, I'm just going to do. That always backfires on them later because it makes them a weak target. It makes them easy prey. Easy. Because they basically, a lot of times Aries can also talk. Talk a lot. They just talk. Okay? But a lot of times it's stemming from ego. There's no actual substance behind what is being said. Right? It's just instinct. It's not thought out. They want to express. They want to externalize whatever it is that they are instinctively feeling. But there is no logic behind it. Scorpio is very secretive. Scorpio will play dead. You'll think Scorpio is dead and gone. But really, Scorpio is planning and plotting. And the thing about Scorpios, they also have a lot of patience. So it's like days go by, time goes by, then boom, Scorpio strikes. Scorpio strikes in a way. It's almost like that. It's chaos. And Scorpios thrive in chaos. They thrive in it. They don't like to create it, but when it is caused, because Aries love hostile situations. Scorpios don't. If there is chaos created, Scorpio will handle that shit. Okay? It's like, don't start nothing, don't be nothing. Because if you start something, Scorpio will finish it. Scorpio is liable to psychologically or physically kill you on some level, to either kill the mentality, or it can really take you out of this world. The difference between Aries and Scorpio is strategic. They will plan, they will plot, because once they execute it, it will work. Because Scorpio is a fixed sign. Aries is cardinal. Scorpio always beats Aries. Always. Hands down. Now, Scorpio is also the sexual organs. It can also be considered almost like Scorpios are really good at knowing people's weak points, but they choose not to use it. Once you fuck over a Scorpio, it is very easy for them to sever ties with you and keep it pushing. That's a Scorpio for you. They don't care. Because they believe in loyalty so much. So if they sever a tie with you, it's done. It's like you're dead to them. It's sort of like my block list. My block list is like at least 1,000 people. It's like a graveyard. But that's why Scorpios are so loyal, because they know when they cut you off, they mean that shit. They didn't just think of to do that. No, they plotted it out. They really thought about it, and then they did it. What you have is reciprocity. This is beautiful. 12, Piscean energy, the surrender, right? Now, Pisces is also considered the whore of the zodiac. It's considered the harlot. It's considered sorrow. It can also be considered surrender. Actual surrender. Okay? This is also Taurus and Libra energy. So what is real love? What is real connection? Real connection can only stem when you know oneself, because power is not knowledge. Power is not money, but power is belief. Because if you believe in something, you are untouchable. Believing in something. Taurus is knowing one's worth, self-esteem, self-value. It doesn't matter if this is about, money. It doesn't matter if this is about career, about love, whatever. Unless you have self-worth and self-esteem, which can be found in Taurus. Unless you have a healthy self-esteem, self-worth, and you believe that you truly are worthy of greatness and joy and abundance, you will not receive it. This is about knowing you are worthy and believing and realizing that everything is connection. A lot of people are like, no, I am alone. I'm not connected to anything, anyone. Everything is connection. Bullshit. Everything is connection. See, Scorpio, you thrive. When there is chaos, when things are falling apart, when it feels like literal hell, you thrive in it because you've been to hell and back. You go there all the time. That's what you do. Reciprocity, this is like the light in the dark. Finding the light in the dark. You are finally coming across somebody who matches your vibration. This is literally the Empress and the Emperor, Aries, Scorpio. Sparks. So sparks are flying. Something's being ignited. I feel like saying the 4th of July. Something is being ignited here. This is also a sense of independence. A sense of independence. Taking authority over what it is in your life you're willing to create. The situation you'll be dealing with in the future is sparks are ignited. Someone is interested in you and they want to ignite the love, the romance, the abundance. They want to ignite that vibration of positivity with you. Now, this is also talking about maternal figures. 4th house is maternal figures. We're also talking about surrender, the way that you've always looked at mothering, the way you mother yourself, the way you take care of others, your maternal lineage, your connection to your spirit guides, your family, the deceased loved ones that are on the other side, connecting, reciprocity. Whew. What needs to be faced? This is very interesting. It's like somebody doesn't just match your vibration, but they elevate your vibration. And they feel like you guys are stronger together than apart. So sparks are igniting. I feel like you don't even see this coming. It could literally take you by surprise, because 12 plus 4 is a tower. 12 plus 4 is 16, the tower. But this does lead, it's like a whole foundation is broken down of what you believe what a woman is, what you believe is romance, connection, love, loving oneself. Some of you are entrepreneurs as the Empress. Some of you own your own businesses. Okay, you're very financially successful, very grounded. Reciprocity. You know, reciprocity looks very different to many different people. I'll give you an example. Later today, I will be going to go take my grandmother 2 magazines that have been signed by her favorite athletes in the world, Serena and Venus Williams, with certification. This is my way of being able to give back towards her what she is giving to me in my life. She is giving me the wisdom of what is grace, the wisdom of what is confidence, the wisdom of what is self-love and kindness and compassion and empathy. Everything that you put out into the universe comes back tenfold. Reciprocity looks very different. Sometimes it's just putting a smile on someone's face and being able to receive energy that you are also putting out that is positive, right? Because we attract what we are. Like attracts like. You are attracting something extremely exciting. What needs to be faced by Scorpio? What needs to be faced by Scorpio? Trust your own understanding. So this is about what your religion is. This is about what it is that you personally believe when it comes to constitution, institution, foundation, church, service, relationships, marriage, commitment. What is it that you believe in? Taking off your mask of what that looks like to yourself, to the world, right? Looking at it more clearly, no longer denying yourself what makes you happy, and now you are renewed in peace. 13 breaking down into a 4. You may have been seeing 444. You may have been seeing 444 a lot. This is you being reborn. Because what did we say? Aries is birth. It's the baby, right? Now Scorpio is death. But there must be rebirth. That's why what comes up after that is Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is Asclepius, the snake bearer, who heals. That's the rebirth. And then that restores what? Faith, Sagittarius. Allowing you to do your mission and have a report card, Capricorn. What have you left behind in this earth? What are you being publicly recognized for? See, if you have belief, if you have faith, you will always have peace. Because this is an illusion. This whole thing is an illusion. Life, the experience we're having, the life was not created for you to have joy. If you're able to find joy and love and peace and all that shit, great. Love was meant for you to experience. Because it's 25% of what is happening for you and 75% of how you react to it. This is, you are now at peace. We are a mirror image of something much bigger than we had ever truly imagined. The Big Bang Theory. Whoever it is that you believed in created us as a reflection, as a mirror image of it. We are created from carbon matter of the reflection of what we've always looked up to and said was, oh, this is perfect, but we're imperfect. You're at peace because you're now realizing, if I'm in the mirror image of something that I always assumed was much bigger than myself, the true evolution is looking and saying, oh, well, then you must be imperfect as well. We must both be imperfect. This is looking at it from a more evolved point of view. The Piscean age is over. This is enlightenment, Virgo. This is about going within. This is about becoming the teacher, the counselor. This is about finding the peace of your own understanding that, you know what, I am now at peace because I now understand. And it may be different than what other people understand, right? Because I understand, I can only understand you and I can understand the universe. And vice versa. This is about being reborn. And being seen as that as well. Because we're talking about the number 4, which is Aries energy, but we're also talking about this is coming from your heart. It's like Cancerian energy. I have Cancer in my chart. So although the Scorpionic nature can literally be like, I could create absolute damage if I wanted to. I could destroy people. That's Scorpio. Destroy. Have that in you. To drag someone down into the darkness because you know it so well. It's very easy for a Scorpio to do that. But because I have Virgo in my chart, and I'm always, where you are is in the moon, but where you're heading is the sun. Because of that, Virgo gives me humanity. That the biggest flex is not needing to flex at all. That true peace comes from not needing to surrender your emotions, your logic, and your truth for another human being. It's about standing in that, and they may not approve of it. Who gives a fuck? Cancer gives me the patience to do the planning of Scorpio. To know, oh, this may take ages to plan. It may take ages to plan, but I have the patience to do it. The patience to do it and to execute it and be quiet about it. This is something that you've planned. This is something that's coming from your heart. This is something where you're being loyal to oneself. You're being loyal to yourself here. You are reborn in a sense of peace. Reborn again. Oh, God, this is amazing. This is a beautiful reading. This is a beautiful reading. It's an awakening. It's an awakening. Because even if you realize that none of this is real, that all of this shit is a hologram, it's about living in the moment of the now and utilizing it to do what you can in the experience that you are currently having. See, it's bigger than that. About 75% of this universe lives with a herd mentality that I'd rather stay in the status quo than rock the boat. Okay, you have a whole other section that has more of a almost like an institution's viewpoint, where it's more so about they'll agree. For some people, there's also a portion where people will agree because they don't want to appear to be an outcast, so they'll just agree to agree. Right? And then there's also the more enlightened point of view of you realizing that this shit is not real. This is not a real experience. This is really truly what you make of it. There are different levels of the sense of consciousness to the reality of what we are currently enduring. It's just the truth of it. Scorpio's future. It looks like you're having an awakening though, and this is a fresh start for you. And that means that anything is truly possible for you, Scorpio. Anything is possible for you. What's the future for Scorpio, please? What's the future for Scorpio? What's the future for Scorpio? 7 of Swords. Someone got caught cheating. Like, this is very plain and blunt. There's someone who just has made it so blatantly clear that they could be lying, cheating, stealing, whatever. Someone could even come clean to you. Okay? You may have departed away from another person because it was only staying in that connection, friendship, whatever, because you guys felt sorry for one another. The feelings were not mutual. They could have been arguing, or it just wasn't on the same page. Yeah, and now it's like, oh my goodness, Scorpio. It's like you left behind the 2 of Cups in reverse to go after the 10 of Cups. This is your wish fulfillment. This is what it is that you want in your life. But you had to let go. You had to let go of something that someone was extremely deceptive. Like they did not care about your feelings. They may have done this in the public as well. Seven of Swords is like they could be heavily talked about right now. Whoever did this to you, they're being heavily talked about right now. They are very deceptive as well. Very deceptive. Okay, what do you have for Scorpio? This is crazy. Very interesting reading because it looks like Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Okay, this is like the energy of someone who tries to flaunt that they have other options in front of you, but they don't even like that option. So they're using the person that they're trying to put in front of your face. Like someone could even come clean about that. Like, yeah, I have a lot of options, but I don't even like them. They're just using people. This is very much so like Aries reading. Aries had something similar where Aries was being a womanizer. And it was hurting other people in the process of that, but they did not care. Scorpio, this shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. All right, what else do you have for Scorpio? Oh my God, that's crazy. Someone is watching you. Someone is watching you, Scorpio. Someone's watching you. They're just watching you. Ooh. Because you're the High Priestess. I love my jaw so much. I love what I do, you guys. I swear I do. I just love what I do. Then the Hermit. Yeah, there goes that. All right. Anything else, please, for Scorpio? Give me 3 cards. Yeah, someone is spying. Someone is really spying. Thank you so much for all the comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, DMs, messages, reviews, referrals. You're the wounded warrior, Scorpio. Someone like blatantly cheated. Someone's also talking about you to their friends. Like they could be gossiping about you or literally just talking about you. Okay? Anything else for Scorpio? Anything else for Scorpio before we get out of here? Ooh, the truth. The truth. And the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. And then you have the Chariot. All right. So, someone... This is really insane reading. Let me see if I can pair this up correctly for you. Because Scorpio... Goodness. Okay. Hold on. Sheesh. Someone is watching you heavily. I feel like they're talking to their friends about you and all this. They could be using another profile to watch you, or they could literally be sending other people to look at you. Okay? But it's like, okay. What else came after that? The Ace of Pentacles. You have 3 aces here. And then you have the Truth. Somebody. And then 9 of Wands. So basically, you're the wounded warrior. This is a freaking awakening of love. There's a big decision in love being made, and you're picking one person. You're not investing in anything with anyone who is manipulative. Now, there's someone who's upset with you. It doesn't matter their gender. Someone's very upset with you, Scorpio, and you do not care. You're not dealing with someone who has 50 million different people. With the Star, I'm also seeing like there is someone who sees you. You could be famous, Aquarius energy. You could literally be seen online or be a celebrity or something, but someone sees you and they think of you as their dream come true, as their wish come true. I see you having an awakening. Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, could be Gemini. You're having an awakening and making a decision. You're making a decision to have a fresh new beginning. Now, your view on love has changed as well. I feel like you're also deciding to pick a lover. Pick one person. Okay, it will be a love that if you guys got married and the other person died, the other person would not remarry. It's very lucky. It's very abundant. This is also someone is listening to the call of the awakening, listening to their intuition. Even if you came to this reading, if you called in your deceased loved ones, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels of light, first sign, signal, symbol, synchronicity, that this reading is for you. That can also be a sign, right? So what I'm seeing is somebody is watching you. Now this person, because the Two of Cups is in reverse, Venus in Cancer, could be Leo. You left somebody behind. It was not healthy. It wasn't reciprocal. It wasn't working. That person is now watching you. Page of Swords is in reverse, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Someone's now watching you or gossiping about you, stalking you, okay? Both the Three of Pentacles, I see you maybe being a teacher. Mars and Capricorn, you could literally be teaching, learning. This could be apprenticeship. You could be in school. You could be collaborating with other people and work. Yeah. I feel like you may work with emotions because I see the crabs. So that's working with emotions. Also helping, I feel like you released patterns that came from your maternal lineage. All right. Now you have the Seven of Swords in reverse, Moon in Aquarius. Also, somebody lied to you. You don't lie to a Scorpio or a Virgo. If you lie to a Scorpio or a Virgo, you're dead to them. Especially if it's a Scorpio. Scorpios don't fuck with that shit. Because they're not trying to lie to you, so why are you gonna lie to them? Somebody was lying. Someone was lying. And they got caught. Like, also, this person was very deceptive. Someone was extremely deceptive. And it was so out there in the open that you couldn't deny that they were deceptive with the Moon and Aquarius energy. Everyone is saying the same thing about them, though. They're looking at them as, oh my God, this person's extremely deceptive. They're talking about them. They feel like they're two-faced. They feel like whoever that was is two-faced. They're not real, they're not authentic, and whatever the hell it is that they do. And you now see clearly that there are better options. There's a better opportunity for you. And this could even be work that comes in and tells you, oh, that didn't work out because there's a brand new opportunity for you. And this could be a brand new person coming into your life. This can also be money coming into your life because their karma, the whole karma of this whole thing was they lose you and you are able to profit in some way because you energetically remove them. Also, somebody self-sabotaged the connection with you. They self-sabotaged the connection with you and they don't even like the options that they have. But they self-sabotaged it. And now you have a brand new opportunity in your life. And that's what you're going after. You're going to the own beat of your own drum. Okay? Something you manifested in your life. Someone is heavily watching you. This person could be a Capricorn, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, so strong. Someone's just watching you. You have the Ten of Cups, Mars, and Pisces. King of Swords is in reverse, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and the Ace of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So someone is a liar. Someone is literally abusive. King of Swords in reverse is abusive. This person may have even, whoever it is, gender does not matter. The person is watching you. They may have mental issues. They may be very angry with you, gossiping about you, or just be very bitter. This can also be an absentee father. For some of you, this is also someone who, with the King of Swords in reverse, this can literally be someone who's just intellectually manipulative. So they use their intelligence to manipulate you, or they tried to. But you saw them clearly with the Ace of Swords. There's someone that not only do you see clearly, but it's almost like this truth gives you the capability to now see what is real happiness. Because that ain't it. Doesn't matter their age, doesn't matter their gender, they were extremely fucking manipulative. And you said no more, no more. Okay, I'm tired of getting my heart stomped on, and I know hurt people, but your issues ain't my issues for the reasons why you decide to hurt me. That's not, no. I'm not dealing with that. And this is you speaking it out into the universe. What is your Ten of Cups? Embodying the Ten of Cups. You see how it's literally I am a reflection. Virgo is the sign of the great Big Bang theory of, something much bigger than ourselves that created itself as a mirror image, and we are a reflection of it. This is you realizing you are the reflection of the happiness that you seek. You are the reflection of it. This ain't got shit to do with what other people do, what other people say, how other people treat you. What matters is how you treat yourself, and you are growing abundantly because of that. The Ten of Cups is also, you could be the happiest you've ever been in a relationship if you're actually in a relationship. For some of you, this is you not settling for less because you know what it is that you want. You're also no longer confused about a short-term relationship. You're like, no, that shit wasn't gonna last. Cut it off. That's Scorpio. Scorpio does not care. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, no communication. It's almost like no travel, no luck. Someone could actually be receiving bad luck. That's the karma. Bad luck, bad news. World in reverse, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, no closure, leaving without saying goodbye, saying fuck that, and fuck you the long way, okay? Because I'm not dealing with that. That's Scorpio. Scorpio is not about to deal with that. Scorpio does not deal with people who lie. Scorpio just doesn't, because they can see right through you. If a Scorpio ever likes you, it's because they saw your soul. At this point, Scorpio, you don't like nobody, honestly. If you're in a relationship, I feel like you could be the happiest you could ever be, but you could be dealing with someone who's abusive if you are in a relationship. If you are single, you just know exactly what it is that is real happiness and joy for you in your life, and you know what type of relationship you would actually want in your life, but you are probably not actually interested in anyone. I see a new love offer coming in because you decided to leave something behind that wasn't going to move forward anyways. It was actually halting your growth. And maybe you were like, oh, it's bad timing, or, I need closure. The closure is, fuck that. That's the closure. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. The Ace of Cups comes in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I honestly feel like there's new love that comes in. You could have a lot of people that are romantically interested in you. You really could. And I feel like you're very focused on you. You're really making sure that you're getting done what you have to get done. And you're not going to settle for less. You're not doing that. You have the Hierophant, Taurus. You have the High Priestess, Moon and Virgo, Cancer, Pisces. You also have the Three of Cups, Mercury, and Cancer. So this is Moon and Virgo, but this can also just represent Cancerian energy. It can also represent Piscean energy. You may be consulting psychics. You may be a psychic, a shaman, a medium, a seer, dealing with one, consulting one, getting into your intuition. You're also a woman that women, doesn't matter, believe that they cannot have. They believe you're unattainable. This is also someone who preserves their body, someone who does know that they want a commitment. You could literally be in a high position of authority in a constitution, institution, foundation, church, or service. This could literally be you being a spiritual teacher, spiritual guide, listening to your intuition about real commitment, real relationships. This is also symbolizing purity, mercy. That's what I was saying. Without Virgo in my chart, I would have no mercy. There would be no mercy. High Priest is all about severity and mercy. So when I personally look at my own personal chart, the way I always see it is, if I did not have that Virgo placement, I wouldn't know what mercy was. I would be ruthless. Ruthless. I wouldn't give a fuck. And it would be very apparent and very obvious. But Scorpio is also hidden. So even when you know shit, Scorpio, you may not even say it. I feel like you're getting rid of friends. I feel like a lot of people are gossiping about you, or I honestly feel like someone could even come towards you to make things more official. Where it's no longer 3 people, it would be 2 people. You and that person working with the divine to make things happen in the relationship. I see the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, the Hermit, Virgo, the Chariot in reverse, Cancer. Someone's having an emotional outburst. Because you decided to go within and learn the lesson and go off on your own adventure towards what makes you happy. I also feel like you're going to be getting a message of good intention. Someone is going to come towards you, but they haven't had emotional maturity and discipline. They may even have an emotional outburst. They may be very emotional during this time. They may be upset. They may not be able to travel, or they're literally upset that you decided to go off on your own, that you're not even worried about. You got other opportunities in career, love, money, business. It is what it is. You can't get mad because you treated Scorpio a particular way, cross-watcher. Because I know there's some cross-watchers watching this like, but no, Seven of Swords is in reverse. That's getting caught. That's like, it's just out there in the open for everyone to see that there's a situation here that ain't shit. Or you treated or Scorpio was treated as if they weren't shit. And they're just not going to do that. Nine of Wands, Moon and Sagittarius. Fuck all that. Boundaries. Scorpio said, I'm the wounded warrior. I got my boundaries up and I wish a bitch would. Because if you start something, I will finish it. So do not start with a Scorpio. Because they will finish it. And the thing about it is, a Scorpio it will hurt so bad, it's like, you'll wish that the Scorpio finished you off. And usually Scorpios are able to dig into this energy and rise like a damn phoenix. Because they decide to take a higher road, the higher ground. They decide to rise above it and say that something or someone is not worth my money, my time, my energy, and my effort. And so because of that, I will not let them take me out of my character of who the hell I am. Instead, I'm going to step up and kick them out of my life. That's Scorpio. That is Scorpio. Do not lie with Scorpio. Do not try to play a Scorpio. They rule psychological and physical death. And if that doesn't happen to you dealing with one after you've hurt them, after you're done dealing with them, you're going to feel like you wish that there had been psychological or physical death. Okay? That's just the freaking truth. You have the Rebel. You have the Shadow King. This is like getting into, some crazy energy. Rebel. This is literally about getting in touch with, because every sign has a light and dark side. And Scorpio, I think Scorpios, in order to heal, they look at all the fucked up shit that someone has done to them. They will look at every little crevice of it, almost like a Virgo. Look at every single portion of it, so that when they cut you out of their life, it's permanent. All of you gets removed, not just a portion of you. Scorpio, you are freaking rebelling, and you don't care who likes it or who doesn't like it. You like, I'm out the door, all right? I got things to accomplish. I got things to make happen. And narcissists and all that shit, that is just not for me. It's just not. Someone is very abusive. They may give communication. It's sporadic ass communication. It's like they text when they feel like, and You may think this person has ADHD. Some of you feel like this person has ADHD. Secret love. And look at that, wounded. Look at that, Scorpio. Someone stabbed your ass in the back. Someone stabbed you. They didn't even just stab you. Because you see, it's like they stabbed you, but they weren't able to go all the way through. Because you're better than that, Scorpio. Because no matter what happens, you rise and rise again when they least expect it. They thought that they had you. They thought that they got your ass. Scorpio is pulling a Lazarus. There is someone here who has secret love for you. Okay? I feel like you're just rebelling and saying like, fuck it. Fuck it. Okay? You're no longer making excuses for fucked up individuals. It's not your problem. It's not. to make excuses for why someone's abusive, narcissistic, why they use their intellect to hurt other people, why they're watching you and stalking you, but they can't even tell the truth because they're not even telling the truth to their damn selves. I said this earlier to somebody. I say, a lot of times you have to realize they can't love you because they don't even love their damn selves. They don't even know what the fuck love is. So how can you expect them to be able to give that into a connection relationship, and that's not something they are giving to themselves? They don't even know how to. Scorpio, they don't even know how to. They don't. You have loves to go out and accomplish. That'll give you a sign of who you're dealing with, okay? But this is a crazy ass reading. Someone is just watching you, talking about you, and all this. It's like, you know what they say though? People only talk about what's relevant. So if my name is in your mouth, it must taste damn good. How sweet does it taste? Scorpio is like, woo! That is insane. That's insane. I feel like the universe is sending you new people when you least expect it. I swear, Scorpio. Also, there's something here where you think something is completely done. Like, you think it's as done can get. Like, put a fucking fork in it. Like, you don't fuck with somebody. You may have deleted their contact and all that shit, and somebody pops up like a damn whack-a-mole. And you're like, well, if you're coming towards me, you better come towards me with a lot more than just some, oh, I'm sorry. And then, no, fuck all that. You're abusive. You're narcissistic. Get it the fuck together. Figure out why you are like that. For you. Not for me. Not for the connection. Not for any of that shit, but for you. Because I don't want anybody else to feel the way that I personally feel in that moment. That's what this is about. Okay? So if you're a cross-watcher and you're watching for Scorpio, okay? Just know. There's a need to know thyself. Because if you don't know yourself, the fuck are you trying to get to know me for? Your person is heaven sent. Conflict resolved. Think positive thoughts. Let down your guard. And careful of obsessive thoughts. Okay? Someone is thinking very heavily about you, Scorpio, with the King of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse. They're watching you. They're trying to figure out how the fuck they screwed all of this up. I'm just going to be real with you. Someone's actually trying to figure that out. They could be crying. They could be very emotional about this right now in private. Maybe even asking friends, like, are they in the wrong and stuff like that. But they're surrounded around people who are not their real friends. So regardless of what they ask them, they're not going to tell them that they're in the wrong on some level. Whoever they're around is not their real friends. Those friends could be gossiping about them as well. So it's like the blind leading the freaking blind. Plus, if someone does make you happy and you're surrounded around people who aren't your genuine friends, they are going to tell you the exact opposite of what you need to hear because they don't want you to be happy. And they believe that if you are happy and you connect to someone that elevates your energy and your energetic vibration, that you will no longer want to spend time with them because they are not elevating your energy. That's how other people can hold you back. They could also be over partying. Or they were cheating and something like came out, okay? Holding back. Out of all that, you have sacred connection. Someone is holding back, Scorpio. Isn't it crazy how you're getting a lot of cards that are very much so like, it's very specific. It's not very like all over the place. It's not like a lot of messages. It's very specific because Scorpios are really good at planning. Really good. Like very strategic. All right. So you have true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Whew. And you have new love, or recommitment to love is developing. So something brand new. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Wow, Scorpio. Some of you are meeting someone at work or at school. This is crazy. freaking crazy. Oh, Scorpio. You now get what is real reciprocity, Scorpio. You now get that. What don't you see coming, Scorpio? What don't you see coming? You don't see room coming and wedding. You could be going to a wedding. Room. Some of you are getting engaged. All right, congrats. Congratulations, Scorpio. Some of you are going to some type of wedding. Some of you are married. You may be very like spiritual, because the high priestess represents someone who someone may view you as someone they have a spiritual and intellectual and emotional connection with, but it's never been grounded into the physical reality. Someone is coming towards you to ground it into the physical reality. That is what I see. Let's look at your career and life purpose. So sparks are definitely flying and popping off. Sparks are flying. Oof. You have South Node, which is about your past life. You also have Air Element, which is the Ace of Swords, communicating. So the Ace of Swords is also reconciliation. Some of you will be receiving some truth from someone who was very abusive, narcissistic, and lied a lot to you. Someone who lies to themselves. Someone who ignores their intuition because it feels better than admitting that they're wrong. Someone's going to be telling you some type of truth. You have, what is that, 12? Another 12 leading into 1. Someone's going to be communicating to you. It could be a Gemini, Aries, Virgo, or a Scorpio, an Aquarius, Libra, a Gemini, a Pisces, or a Taurus. Someone is telling you some truth. Okay, but your career and life purpose is also talking about being a communicator and telling the truth to people, speaking intellect, surrendering the need for all the answers. You help people surrender the need for all of the answers, because the truth is this life is meant for you to experience. It's not meant for you to be happy and da-da-da. I mean, if you find that, great. But the truth is this was all created for you to experience it. That's just the truth, especially as a fixed sign, Scorpio. But your past life, the number 6, Gemini. I think you honestly could be a healer, Virgo. Some of you work in love. Some of you, because remember, South Node is Piscean energy, which is about it's about sorrow, it's about sacrifice, it's about Pisces can represent the whore of the zodiac, it can represent the harlot, it can represent the drug addicts, those that overdose. Piscean energy is also those that completely overdose, because remember that's the end of one's life before you're reborn into Aries. I feel like you help people though with healing. This could be about the body. This could be even about sports. You could be a healer or a doctor. You could be into holistic healing. You could be into nature. Virgo is also the gigolo. It's about androgyny, bisexuality, life's debts though. Some of you work with money. Also, some of you help people like with past life regression. I do past life regression therapy for people. You help people release one's karma. Surrender desire. That's how you surrender ego. Surrender your desire. Your life purpose and career could even be in the military, the government, police work, legality, being a lawyer, a teacher for some of you. Some of you also work regarding like in your neighborhood. I honestly feel like you help people see clearly what type of karma and debt that they need to let go of from the past life. Because we take in all the experiences from our past life and we bring them into this lifetime. You help people see it clearly. Come into absolute clarity and acceptance of it. Allowing them to realize that they do deserve or are worthy of love, of joy, of all these things. They are worthy of that. But that has to come from the surrender of one's desire. That has to come from realizing just because you have past life karma, it means that you were meant to learn from that experience to do things different in this lifetime. it doesn't mean that you have to suffer in order for you to accept joy. Of course, in life there will be pain and pleasure. But what I'm saying is there's no need for you to be put on some type of cross and lashed at and raped and beaten and drugged and all this crazy shit in order for you to have joy and happiness. That era is over. That era is done. This is the new age of healing. You're bringing in a new age of healing through your communication skills. Your communication skills will be very important. What's your advice? Some of you work in a group dynamic. Oh, Jackie. Oh, no, I thought that was Jackie Kennedy. Take chances, make mistakes. That's how you grow. Pain nourishes your courage. You have to fail in order to practice being brave. Married Tyler Moore. In order to succeed, you have to be willing to fail. That's like that damn song by Whitney Houston. And if I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. That is what it is. Rather you fail, rather you succeed. This is about your dignity. You doing something that you are proud of. And this pain that you are going through is meant to bring you the courage to be able to let go of particular connections that were no good for you in the fucking first place. And it becomes easier to do that with experience, regardless of gender. You're taking risk. You're willing to make some damn mistakes because those mistakes are helping you grow as an individual. I have always worked better alone and from my own impressions. Claude Monet. You know what's interesting? This is talking about the many trials. You see how many dots there are? The many trials that maybe you've attempted in career, job, work, ambitions. And now you're realizing it's all morphing together. That the way you see the world, the way you see art, the way you see your career, what you do is going to be different than what other people see it as. But that's why you work better alone. You do. You work better alone. Not everybody can go down to the bottom of the underworld and mess around in hell and come back up. Except Virgo. Virgo is capable of doing that. Not everybody is capable of dealing with that type of energy and vibration, that darkness that comes, right? When it comes to creativity and you creating. Some of you are literally creators. You may even work for yourself. 6 plus 12. Some of you work in prisons, institutions, and asylums. Some of you also work as teachers, counselors, healers. I feel like some of you work with people with emotional problems who are lost in the illusion. And illusion can definitely be things that you feel is like, oh, that's fucking crazy. Rather that's, I mean, even for me as a tarot card reader, that's like when people come up to me like, oh, my twin flame or soulmate or whatever the hell it is that you want to call it. But they're lost in the illusion and their life is passing them by as they're stuck on the concept of a thing, a person, a place, and the way it's supposed to look and the way it's supposed to be. Instead of living their own life and realizing that what's meant for you will always be for you. There's no need to be attached to anything or anyone. I just thought that that was a very good example, though. Because a lot of people don't like to talk about that. They don't. That your life is passing you by because you're holding on to a dream, an illusion, rather than realizing the truth of the situation. Selling a dream. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines, right? You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music, the moment you want. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. There's an opportunity coming and you're about to take it. This is an opportunity you're about to take, Scorpio. Look at this chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Whoever's leaving your life wasn't meant to be there in the first place, Scorpio. You're better off without them. Kangaroo, unsettled times need a plan ahead. You're all about planning, Scorpio. I see you planning amazing things for your future. Older man, dealings in relationship with an older man in Tower. Solid foundation, success with effort. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. Some of you will be meeting someone who will you'll be learning from, that you deeply respect as an individual. You'll be learning from somebody. What's the future energy you'll be embodying, Scorpio? You have Madonna. What does Madonna have? The only thing I really know in her chart is that she has a moon in Virgo and a Venus in Leo. I can speak as someone who has a moon in Virgo. People who have a moon in Virgo are Serena Williams, DMX, Madonna. Who else has a moon in Virgo? Aaliyah had a moon in Virgo. Who else has a moon in Virgo? Moon in Virgo is a very... Jada Pinkett Smith. She has a moon in Virgo. But this is also Mars in Pisces. So a lot of you are famous. The Ten of Cups is someone who's famous. You're known in your community. People watch you. They look at you. They want to see what's next from you. But this is also, if you're in a relationship, you could be the happiest you've ever been. It's like a prayer. Madonna. It's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there. It's almost like that. It's almost like you're realizing your divinity. Because when we're praying, who the hell are we praying to? The archangels, the gods, the goddesses, whatever the hell you believe in, wouldn't be anything unless there was someone who worshipped them. Right? This is about realizing we're a mirror image. This is about realizing you're divine. It's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there. This is about surrender. Surrendering one's desire allows you to be ultimately fulfilled in your present reality. Because this shit ain't real in the first place. So what the fuck are you stressing for? I'm just being real with you. Mercury and Virgo. Lead belly. A lot of you come from a very wealthy background, family. Some of you are marrying into wealth. You could be falling in love with a family friend. You could be coming into a larger one, follow money. Some of you own businesses that will feed your children's children. You're leaving behind a legacy. The Ten of Pentacles is like wealth that has been passed down. It's not rich, it's wealth. A lot of you are very wealthy. You could be hanging out with family, friends, celebrating. This could be a wedding. Some of you are getting married. Congratulations. There could be a wedding here, a birthday party, a get-together. You see how she's wearing her lipstick? It's like... this is a very famous energy because both strength, Venus and Leo, and then Mars and Pisces, that's like double whammy of you being well known. That is what the energy is of you going forward in the future. If you're single, you're not settling for anything less because you know oneself, which means you're not going to settle for something that doesn't make you happy. And that leads you to a long-term relationship, long-term stability within oneself. Let's look at... what's hidden from you here, Scorpio. Some of you are very happy with your family, or very happy in your relationship if you're in one. You could be very wealthy. This could be like a very wealthy relationship. You could even be planning the future for your children. Okay? If you're single, though, I feel like you're very financially abundant already. Like, you could be filthy, like not even filthy rich, but like extremely wealthy. Because there's a difference between the two. Rich is like, I just got rich last week, last year, 2 years ago. Wealth is, this has been going on for generations and generations. That's a legacy we're talking about. Yeah, you could be dealing with an Aries, because they got this exact same card. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could definitely be dealing with a Virgo. Someone is abstinent. That's that high priestess energy. Virgos have a natural sense of innocence and purity because they are the servant. They are of service. That is what Virgo is. It is service, which is why it's very easy for Virgo to fall into sadomasochism relationships where they are the masochists. They look for someone to abuse them, while the sadist can usually be like, that's usually like Aries energy. That can be Aries energy. Of course, it can switch though, right? Where, depending on the evolution of the Scorpio you're dealing with, Depends on if that person is someone who seeks to be abused or someone who is the abuser. Okay? Same with Aquarius as well. But it honestly looks like what's hidden is your true nature of self. People could make a lot of assumptions about you, but they actually don't really even know you. See, we're talking about you are evolved as the high priestess. You've done the work. You've done the freaking work. You've realized you're divine. And that makes all the difference, Scorpio. That makes all the damn difference. You're very quiet. You will only give advice if asked. You have major boundaries because for some of you, people have hurt you over and over and over again. It could even be like whoever approaches you, it could be that that person has hurt you multiple times. And you're just like, look, I ain't with this shit. I don't deserve this shit. Please do not, okay? Please do not. Alert, symbols, assumption, false accusation. You have red flags in reverse. Honestly, some of you were ignoring red flags. You were ignoring red flags. Also, I feel like people may assume a lot about you as well. Almost like if you would say, oh, you're the person who is lying, cheating, stealing, thieving, they would feel like they would reverse it back onto you. Like, no, you're the one who's doing it, or you could have done it like this, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But the truth is, this is who you really are. Slow and steady, wise planning, meticulous, careful delays. You are taking your time. And then you have virgin, purity, innocence, angelic, bright, abstinence, celibacy, the virgin, Virgo energy. You are like, let me show you my card. Soulmate, idolization, fantasy, bound. You're realizing those types of situations where people feel like they have to connect to twin flame, soulmate, whatever the hell it is, or be connected to another person, place, and thing in order to feel whole. That's codependency. That's not real. That's a fantasy. That's you idolizing people. Some of you are realizing that you paint people out to be much more amazing than they are, and then when they turn out to be scum, you're extremely disappointed. But the truth is, it's almost like this can even be when you assume, right? You ignore the red flags. You assume that this person is one way. You assume that they're great. You assume they would never hurt you. Basically, you would assume. I feel like for some of you, someone accuses you of doing stuff that you may not do because they're the one that is doing it. That can also happen here. But this is also talking about, because I see truth. You've been honest with the Page of Wands, the High Priest. You've been honest. This is both. This is a very honest energy. With the Hermit, Virgo, and then you have the Page of Wands. That's honesty. High Priestess. That's honesty. There is someone. This person could be like a colleague, a schoolmate, a friend to you, Scorpio. Whoever this is, whoever's connected to you, they're watching you. They could be accusing you of doing stuff to the people that they're talking to about you. So say they're talking to their friends, they could be saying, oh, but you do this and you do that. This person does this to me and da-da-da-da-da. But it's not real. They don't want to take accountability for the fact that they were abusive. They don't want to take accountability for that. So they have to paint a picture to make it seem as if they're a lot better than they really are. Or, no, I didn't do that to Scorpio or whatever. The truth is, not everyone's always going to see their fault in a situation. That can even be for yourself, right? So this is about realizing, you know what? I cannot control what happens with, you know, other people's actions and stuff like that. What I can control is how I react to it. So, a lot of you, because the truth is out here. Ace of Swords is like whoever you believe in truth is coming out. I honestly see that it's almost like you're getting rid of soul ties. Where there is a lot of false accusations, where there is a lot of assumptions, where there is no consistency, where there is so lack of clarity that all you can is assume because they're not telling you the truth in the first place. They avoid, they abuse, they manipulate, they gaslight, which leaves you to have to bring answers to yourself. You're not dealing with situations like that anymore because it doesn't make any sense to be involved in that. It doesn't. It honestly doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. The assumption that you had was a fantasy. The assumption of a person. You idolize somebody, but that's not who they really are. And that's not fair to idolize somebody when that's just not who the hell they are. It's not. They may have lied, true, giving you the impression that they're one way and that's not who they are. But now that you see them for who they are, you can take action accordingly and move the hell on. You have action. You are the director of your life, and sometimes you have to yell action to yourself. Take the initiative and make progress and move forward with your endeavors. It's never too late to start and use however many takes you need. Gemini, Virgo energy. You have first. Remember that self-care sometimes involves putting yourself first. This is putting yourself first. The red flag is also if you're being gaslighted and someone is manipulating without saying anything. They don't say anything. That is manipulation. They're gaslighting. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're connecting to someone and they're either lying or the communication is very sporadic because they're not being honest. It is okay to say, oh, that's a red flag. No, thank you. Set healthy boundaries and take care of you, metaphorically speaking. Place your own oxygen mask on first before assisting others. You can't help that person. You don't know who the hell it is, you can't help them. You just can't. You can do what you do, Scorpio, but you have no, I feel like you're honestly, you don't even see that there's a new love coming in. There's a love offer coming in, and it's going to shock you. Because you have Dream, the star, you will get your wish. You have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the sailor. I think you're navigating your emotions right now. Forgiving but not forgetting. You have the see-through elephant. I feel like you see right through people. Right through people. You have a flamingo. Wow, that's crazy. This is the in-between. This is about having one foot on earth, another foot on ether, and the other foot on the underworld. For real, for real. Like, this is about someone who's connected to multiple universes, multiple worlds. You also have, I think this is a dolphin or a whale. Okay, but this is saying just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I know not everything always goes the way that you think it will, but it's meant for you to learn from it. Basically, Scorpio. Wow. Wow. I see something brand new coming in, and you don't even see it coming. Like, you're ready for it, though, something brand new. Because you've done the work. You've done the work. You've accepted. See, Scorpios are able to heal through accepting who someone truly is. When they accept that, oh, you're just a fucked up individual, that gives them the closure to move on. They don't feel so bad for cutting you off. They just need a good reason. But, oh, that's a good reason. Cut your ass off. The unicorn, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Mystical, Christ consciousness, and powerful. Unicorns are generally white because they are a symbol of purification and higher consciousness. Unicorns represent the stage in our alchemical process when we begin to purify the feminine forces within us and unify them with the masculine. The most magical part of the unicorn is the alicorn upon its head, symbolizing the divine energy in us all that spirals from our earth chakras to our higher chakras. Once this energy reaches our crown, the gateway to Christ consciousness is opened. This connection to the higher heart is symbolized often by a star at the end of the unicorn's horn. In this state of being, we are whole, purified, connected, and our most powerfully magical selves. I just heard elf. Some of you are actually into the mystical realms. I'm into elves and dragons and all different types of stuff. But some of you are into the supernatural. That's for some of you. If you're in the occult, some of you study the occult as the high priestess. This is why, yeah, powerfully magical self. This is why the unicorn is seen as the most magical of the mythical creatures, because they're an archetype of the awakened human soul, because it is shooting out of, their third eye. That makes sense. We are most powerful when connected to our higher heart, embodying the truth of creation. So you see, there's a unicorn alive in us all. Unicorn wants to remind you that the magic and grace you see in her is only a reflection of the magic and grace inside of you. Commit every day in choosing self-love so you can set your rare, enchanting, miraculous, otherworldly unicorn self free. Woo! So you've been freed, Scorpio. Like a runaway slave. You are. You've been freed. You've been freed, Scorpio, from a vibration, from a mentality. 47. This is justice. This is your justice. You having a sense of truth and clarity. Wow, Scorpio. You had an amazing reading on the low. Your luck is simply grand today for business or in chance to pay. Goodness. The fates all seem to indicate you'll live a ripe old age and honor great will be conferred in music or on stage. A great rise in life, and soon you will get your wish. I mean, Beyonce is a moon in Scorpio. There's a couple of people who have moons in Scorpios, but it's a really beautiful energy. I think Kylie Jenner also has a moon in Scorpio. But you will get your wish. A great rise in life, and soon. This is going to come very soon. Some of you, this is fame. Some of you are famous. Really well known to the public. Let's get you a question. So you can think of your question for the next 10 seconds. What is it that you want to ask? Crosswatcher, Scorpio, whatever, and we will get you an answer. Okay, so go ahead and think of your question. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Your answer is no. That is your answer. Okay? A lot of you stand out. This is about magic. You in first place. All right? I love this. I love this. You're coming in first place because you're putting yourself first. And the truth is, when you deal with narcissists, when you deal with people who flaunt 50 million different people in front of your face, when they know that you're genuinely interested in them, or they are egotistical, or full of themselves, or just flat out abusive, or they gaslight, or they take, they give communication and take it away, and all this types of flaky ass shit, whatever. It's meant to teach you that these are people who don't love themselves, so how could they ever love you? They are putting themselves first by being narcissistic and egotistical and all this stuff. They are teaching you to do the same thing, but not in the energy of mirroring or reflecting their toxic ass energy. Instead, it's about transmuting the energy by reacting differently towards their negative actions, which means that you rise above as the damn phoenix, per usual. Later, Scorpio. If you feel like messages resonate for you, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, and thank you for being here. Personal reading information is linked down below in the description box. Later, Scorpio.